Welcome to the Everyday Mom Challenge. This is episode 123, Easing Samuel into the Homeschool Transition. Solomon's been there, done that. He was homeschooled second, third, and fourth grade. So he has all of the memories and the understanding and the expectations. He knows what's about to happen in our family. But Sam was just the baby when we homeschooled before. So he just said, when I asked him, what are your memories of homeschooling? He said, I remember waking up, running around seeing you and brother at the table, and then running back and going back to sleep. And that's all he could say. So I started praying and thinking about ways that I could start, mentally preparing him for the challenges ahead. And how it's going to be different because he has spent kindergarten, first, and second grade in a public school setting. So he's used to the large groups, the chaos, just the different personalities. He's used to lack of instruction too. Not to down, the situation, but I'm going to be honest. So now he's going to have this one-on-one time. And I think about how students have to fight for attention in a classroom. Because there's, 24 other students in the second grade class, he doesn't get that opportunity to have that one-on-one. And I understand that. You can't. But when he's homeschooled, it's going to be, me and him sitting together at the table. He's not going to be able to look at others for answers. He's going to have to create and think and work on his own, which increases his learning opportunities just tremendously. That's one of the benefits of homeschooling, is that it's his show. It's his day. Not only is it tailored to meet his learning styles and needs, and I can differentiate the instruction between him and Solomon to where I know that it's tailored to specifically match not only his interest but his academic levels. That's where all of the scaffolding of learning and all of these enriched opportunities are just going to keep spiraling him upward. And he is going to make so much more growth than he would have ever made in the system that I have him in. So what should I do? I know how much he loves to watch YouTube videos. He has his own little YouTube channel that he's trying to start up. So he's very fascinated with this whole online videoing. So there is this great mom out there. She has a homeschool channel, and it's called organizedMOM, where the capital letters MOM are mom. And I've actually put her video that I showed Sam in my homeschool videos. I've decided for my own personal use, when I start watching a video that I like, I'm going to start making homeschool playlists. I found some homeschool networks and some art activities that I thought were great, that I went ahead and subscribed to the channel, but I forgot to add to the favorites. I forgot to put them over into my playlist. So now I've made a homeschool videos playlist where I'm going to start sending my favorite ones underneath that heading. So I've actually put the video that I sat with Sam and we watched together. And it showed the mom with her kindergarten child, even though Sam's in second grade. It was a boy. They looked about like the same size, and he didn't even pay attention to that. He was actually going along and doing the sounds with her because he, at second grade, he knows all the sounds. So he was like, he was saying, look how he made that S. He did a good job. So I was glad that I actually picked that video so he could see something that he was already familiar with. That helped to me with his understanding of the video. When he watched that interaction between the mother and the child, he says, Mom, the boy acts so mature. And he said, he's so smart and he's so well-mannered. And I said, yes, darling. I said, because he has that time with his mom, he doesn't have to worry about, is he going to get the attention that he needs? Is he going to get those learning opportunities? It's not like he can't put, I've got my hand up. Is my teacher going to recognize me? Is my teacher going to validate me? You know, am I going to get this right or wrong before I move on? Am I going to continue to make these careless mistakes, or am I going to continue to fall into these patterns? It's not like that when you homeschool. It's such a direct, guided lesson. So he had an opportunity to see that. And I think that, in my opinion, is one of the better things that I've done this summer. You know, it's great to go take him shopping and let him pick out his supplies, and let him start collecting all of the art activities that we're going to do. He's already opened the airplanes, to build your own model airplanes. He's already opened those and tried to build them on his own. But you know, I do think that that's imperative to include the boys in the choices that we make, not only as curriculum, but as the projects and activities and the science. And to hear the voices that they have, you know, the interest, to help that guide that. It creates that enthusiasm, because when they're in the public school, they don't have an opportunity to say, like for example with Solomon, I want to learn more about Greek mythology. Can you do a whole unit on it? Whereas with me, he tells me that interest, so I have already built his mythology unit starting off for September. So, you know, we already have that basis done. So I think that that's something, allowing that transition period to try to figure out ways to increase the understanding of your younger child so that they can kind of know what to expect. And it takes away maybe the fear and just the not knowing, because we are treading into new waters. So I felt like the video blog that she does was an excellent start for that. I'm going to start researching some more blogs and some videos out there from homeschool families that show some of these interactive lessons, so I can just call him in. Will I sit and make him watch the whole thing? No, but I'll say, hey, check this out. Look how they're sitting. Look how they're working. And do you like this? So he knows that, you know, sitting side by side with him and sharing these type of ideas is how our homeschool life is going to be for the rest of his educational career. Solomon's going into 8th grade, and he's side by side with me. Before I committed to, this is the websites we're going to use, this is the books that we're going to read, it was, you know, I did some initial planning, like skeleton planning, but I was calling Solomon in and I said, check this out, look at this, are you good with this? Same way as about a foreign language. Solomon had had instant immersion with Italian before. Well, now that we're learning Spanish, we're going to start learning Spanish. I'm taking other programs from my friend that Easy Peasy All-in-One High School. We're taking that Spanish that she has, and we're combining it with instant immersion Spanish. I just ordered it off of Amazon last night. So I talked with them about it. I showed them the websites. We went through the demos. I just think that that's so important for that transition for them, so that they can not only become excited about what they're going to learn, but to know that they're in partnership with me about their education. So I challenge you to start looking up some of these homeschool videos that these moms and dads are putting together. I just think that, you know, we have such a wealth of information that I did not even tap into when I homeschooled Solomon before. It's like that part was missing. Well, now that, you know, I'm more into the YouTube arena, I just see the benefit of it. In fact, I've even talked to the boys about us starting to record some of our own lessons in the future, so that way we could put them on YouTube so other families could look at it too. So maybe next month we'll do a sample we'll do some sample lessons so you can see us in action. So check out my homeschool playlist if you would like to see Organized Mom. I subscribe to her channel. I thought that it was very great. I've watched quite a few of her videos already, because it's an encouragement to me, especially knowing that she's a full-time working mother and homeschooling a large family. So I ask you to pray for me, and I'll be praying for you. If you have any other tips other than sharing videos and lesson planning with your children, I would truly love for you to comment below and give me some strategies on how to help Samuel ease into his 3rd grade year with me as a homeschool mom. So have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow.